Good morning, wonderful people. Today is Tuesday, November 24th, and this is your reading block. It is time to take a look at what we're doing today. Yesterday, we talked about nonfiction with a Thanksgiving connection. Today, we're going to talk about fiction reading and writing with a Thanksgiving connection. And then you're going to do your Google Classroom activity. And then we're going to head over to Lexia. And then with your time that's left over until 9:45, you're going to be working on some reading activities and making some connections to your choice board for science and social studies. At 9:45, unless you have a meet with us, you're going to take a break and get yourself ready for math. Yesterday's reading passage was about the first Thanksgiving. It was a cool social studies connection, and it was nonfiction. It was just the facts. The story that you're going to be reading and working with today is fiction. This story is pretend. This is written to entertain. That's the author's purpose. It's to be enjoyed. It's for fun. You read this story in order. You start at the beginning, and then you read the middle, and then you read the end. And this story has the story elements that you would see when you read a story for fun. It has characters, it has setting, and it has a plot where it has a problem and a solution to be solved. I think you're really going to enjoy this story today. It's a silly one, but before we get started, yesterday when we watched the nonfiction work, we watched a nonfiction video. So today we're going to start with some fun fiction connection. I'm going to show you a quick story. You might have heard the story before. It's called Turkey Trouble. It's written by Wendy, and it's going to be read to us by Mark. If the video is not loud enough that you can't see or hear, I will put this in the classroom. But it's just a quick story to enjoy some Thanksgiving silliness, and it is an example of fiction writing. So I'm going to leave the chat box on if you have questions, but do not type in it if you do not have a question that needs an answer. The chat box is for me and Ms. Signorino to help you.
Welcome to Storyline Online, brought to you by the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. I'm Mark Marin, and today I'm going to read Turkey Trouble, written by Wendy Silvano and illustrated by Lee Harper. Turkey was in trouble, bad trouble. The kind of trouble where it's almost Thanksgiving and you're the main course. But Turkey had an idea. What if he didn't look like a turkey? What if he looked like a horse? Surely Farmer Jake wouldn't eat a horse for Thanksgiving. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a horse. Almost. Moo, said Cow. Stop horsing around, Turkey. How'd you know it was me? Moaned Turkey. Too short, said Cow. Gobble, gobble, grumbled Turkey. But looking at Cow gave Turkey a new idea. Surely Farmer Jake wouldn't eat a cow for Thanksgiving. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a cow. Almost. Oink, 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 snorted Pig. Holy cow, is that you, Turkey? How'd you know it was me, groaned Turkey. Too skinny, said Pig. Gobble, gobble, grumbled Turkey. But looking at Pig gave Turkey a new idea. Surely Farmer Jake wouldn't eat a pig for Thanksgiving. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a pig. Almost. Ah, bleated Sheep. Quit being a ham, Turkey. How'd you know it was me? Wailed Turkey. Too clean, said Sheep. Gobble, gobble, grumbled Turkey. But looking at Sheep gave Turkey a new idea. Surely Farmer Jake wouldn't eat a sheep for Thanksgiving. His costume wasn't bad. In fact, Turkey looked just like a sheep. Almost. Cock-a-doodle-doo, crowed Rooster. Bad idea, Turkey. How'd you know it was me? Howled Turkey. Too brown, squawked Rooster. Gobble, gobble, grumbled Turkey. But looking at Rooster gave Turkey a new idea. In fact, it was his best idea yet. He already looked a lot like Rooster. This costume would be easy. Surely Farmer Jake wouldn't eat a rooster for Thanksgiving. Or would he? Rooster might be his next choice. Turkey worried, since roosters and turkeys look so much alike. Oh, gobble, gobble. Farmer Jake came into the barn. Turkey, turkey, turkey. Come out, wherever you are. Where's the turkey? Asked Farmer Jake's wife. I don't know, he said. I looked everywhere. Oh dear, what will we do without a turkey for Thanksgiving? Well, we could always eat the rooster, I guess. Oh no, not rooster, thought Turkey. He looked around desperately for one more idea. Then he found it. This costume wasn't bad. In fact, it was Turkey's best yet. Ding dong! Happy Thanksgiving! Did you order a pizza? Asked Farmer Jake's wife. Nope, he said, but it's a good idea. So they all sat down and gobbled up the pizza. And it was Turkey's best Thanksgiving ever. The end. So, I chose this book because it's pretty funny. I thought the turkey was clever with the costumes. And, I think when you're in a bit of fear and a bit of panic and you have to figure out something to do to avoid something bad happening, sometimes you got to think on your feet, and I thought he did a pretty good job with that. And he saved his buddy the rooster, too. So, he's helping everybody out. And everybody lives another year, just eats pizza. Thank you for watching Storyline Online. Make sure to check out all of our stories. Keep watching and keep reading.
All right. So at the end of the story, Mark told us that the story was funny and he enjoyed it. So that tells us that the author's purpose was done. It was to entertain. And he reminded us that there was a problem. The turkey didn't want to get eaten, and then it was a silly way to get it solved. So this story is definitely fiction. I put in the chat box that I noticed the video started to lag a little bit, so it might have been tough for you to see. But the video for that story, if you go back to the Google Classroom stream and you scroll down to Miss Tab's library, it was posted on November 11th. It's on the second slide. So you wait for Miss Tab's library to load, and it's pretty cool looking. And the internet at school is kind of slow again, so it's going to take a minute to load. But if you click onto the second slide on the table beside Miss Tab, it says Turkey Trouble. So if you click on Turkey Trouble, and it's got a picture of Mr. Mark that we just heard read it, and then it'll bring you right to the website. And what's really cool, and you click on YouTube, what's really cool is if you want to watch the story again, or if you missed it today, or if you just really like it, you can watch the story here. And then if you click up here where it says all books, they have lots of other stories for you to listen to and other stories that you can read with them. And I think there's a section for like holiday stuff, so there might be some other Thanksgiving books, but I'm not going to mess with it now because my internet's getting spotty. But when you're done, remember to come back to the classroom and click on Miss Tab's 40-book challenge and put an entry in that you read Turkey Trouble today, and you can be added to her list of readers. And then when we come back to school, whenever that is, we can celebrate with how many stories you read. So that's a quick review about fiction and the author's purpose for entertaining. Your activity today is on ReadWorks like it was a couple weeks ago. So when you click on it, it's going to have you go to a different page. It's one extra click, and you have to click on your name. And if you need help, there's a private comment box on the bottom that you can type your stuff in. But when you get there, it's going to give you a couple pages and load it real quick. The story that you're going to be reading today is called Attack of the Leftovers. There's a picture of some potatoes. This play button will read the passage to you if that's something you need. It's 4 minutes and 18 seconds long if they read it. And it's here if you did read it. In the chat box, I see that we have some questions about the turkey story again. Remember, you can go back and listen to it after. I will send it to you if it did not work. Sometimes the video gets kind of weird. So I'll take care of that in just a minute. This is your passage for today. It looks really long because there's a lot of dialogue. Remember that dialogue is when two people are speaking and we see quotation marks. That means people are talking. Ooh, if you click on it, you can highlight it too, which is pretty cool. Lots of really cool tools. When you get finished, up here it says questions. There's 5 multiple choice questions. So you're going to read the question. This one says, what have Caroline and Stuart eaten for lunch, dinner, and breakfast? Click on the answer choice. And just like a Google form, click in the white space so you click out of it. And then you can answer the next question. When you're all finished, there's a blue submit button down here. And then press submit, and then you're good to go. So that's that for reading today. Remember, on the bottom of Google Classroom is a box down here that says private comment if you need help. At the end of reading today, we have our check-in for Mr. Bill. If you have a check-in, if you don't have a Mr. Bill check-in, you're still reading your fluency passage for practice. It's called The Journey of the Pilgrims, and it's 3 paragraphs long. We'll see Jed at 9, Angel at 9:15, Caden at 9:30, and Emma Lynn at 9:45. Remember, if you get stuck, go up to your main Google page. Click on the 9-dot waffle next to your letter for your name. Click on Meet. It says Join. And the code for the Mr. Bill Fluency is Valone 11. Then when you press continue, it'll log you in. So I need Yasmin, Taylor, Azaria, Caden, and Melanie to stay on the line with me. And we need Jet to hop off in just a minute and go log on with Mr. Bill. This is the end of your Google Meet. This is your agenda. Not sure why it says Friday. Today's definitely Tuesday. Kind of feels like a Friday, though. Google Meet. Check. Done. Next, Google Classroom and find today's activity. Then when you're finished, log on to Lexia. Then if you have time left over, you're doing silent reading or something on your science and social studies choice board. It is 9:02, so you have about 40 minutes to finish up your reading stuff for today. If you have time in your reading block today and you are missing reading from yesterday, please make sure you complete that also. So I'm going to stop presenting and stop recording so I can answer your questions. If you have 0 questions, you may go, and I will see you for math at 10 o'clock.